Well, happy Friday to you, Messiah Church. Pastor Tami here. Has your heart been feeling as heavy as mine has these last few weeks? You know, there's been so much overwhelmingly sad and heavy news in our world. Shootings, bombings, floodings, building walls instead of bridges by those elected to lead us. Not a day has gone by when we have been able to catch our breaths. And all of this weight is more than you or I were meant to carry. So if you're feeling like me, I want you to know this. I see you. You are not alone. So how do we care for our hearts and our souls in the midst of so much chaos and loss? You know, one of my recent devotional times, Barbara Brown Taylor reminded me to find things that make my heart sing. So early this morning, Jerry and I went for a favorite cup of our coffee. Starbucks for me, Caribou for him. In just a little bit, we're going to take Jack for a walk around the lake. And later today, when our work days are done, we're going to go spend some cuddle time with our 4-month-old granddaughter, Greta. Little things that'll make our hearts sing just for today. So what makes your heart sing? Well, Jesus reminds us to look at the lilies of the field and to consider the birds in the air and to breathe in the awe of God's glory, to remind ourselves that this world will go on without our worrying. But if we let our worry continue to pour acid on our hearts, we're going to forget how to sing. God needs us to see the world's beauty as much as God needs us to do the world's work. So how do we do that? Well, Father Richard Rohr has a prayer practice that he calls gazing prayer. This is a time where he just sits and looks and gazes at whatever it is in front of him, asking God to reveal the beauty in that and giving God thanks for that. So as I was preparing what I was going to say to you today, I was looking out the office window that's upstairs there, and I could see our neighbor's backyard. It's a brand new build, and there's no grass in the yard, but their entire yard was filled with geese, wild geese. Probably 40 or 50 of them. Now I have a very challenging relationship with geese, having been chased by them more than once in my life. And so as I was looking out the window, I said, okay, God, I see you. And so I sat there and I gazed at those geese. I asked God to reveal their glory to me. I gave thanks for these little families that are emerging this time of year and for God's beauty in God's creation. You know, gazing prayer won't take the heaviness of the world away, but just for a moment, it can give us a deeper sense of connection with every living thing. And then that will make us more able to engage in the divine work of making more beauty and more justice and more peace in this world. So look at the birds of the air. Consider the lilies of the field. God knows that sometimes we need to just let go of our worries and instead lose ourselves in God's beauty. Okay, this Sunday, we're going to continue in our sermon series, The People Jesus Loved, as we look at the story of the woman at the well. And we're going to use some clips from the TV series The Chosen to help bring these people to life. You know, this woman, she was overlooked, she was judged by society, and yet Jesus met her with compassion and grace. Through her encounter with Jesus, he offers her this living water, this new life, and this new hope that redeems and transforms. And this story reminds us that God loves us and meets us where we are and still offers us this gift of new life and new hope that only he can give. So it is going to be a great day of being together. It's going to be a great day of worshiping God, the sustainer and the giver of all life. So I hope if you are in town and you are able, you will come to worship in person. It is so good to be together. But if you're not, I hope to see you online. All right, here's your assignment for today. Go and spend a few moments in gazing prayer and allow God to put a song in your heart and to reveal some beauty to you today. And until Sunday, take care and God bless.